guys, it's Katie from heykatie.net, and today I wanted to do a video because I want to do a review, which is not going to be super in-depth because I've already done a more in-depth one. But the awesome people over at UberWorks who make the Tenek journals, they were very kind and they contacted me and they offered to send me a whole bunch of their brand new notebooks. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited by these. I did a whole big review on the ones that I ordered off of Amazon a while back. You can go and watch that video because it actually goes into the quality of the paper and the insides and all the different features of the actual books. But these ones I'm more interested in. They're slightly different. The covers are really cool. And they sent me a variety of different ones that I wanted to show you guys because these are actually going to be part of the big giveaway that we're about to do. So you guys are going to be really excited, I think, to see these as well. So the first thing is, again, a big, huge thank you to UberWorks because it's awesome that they were so willing to send me these. They actually sent me a selection of 6 different notebooks. So we're just going to go through them a little bit quickly. I'm not going to do the pen tests because I already know the quality of the paper. We've already gone through it. But I just wanted to show you the different books that they have available right now. So the first one is this one. It's at UberWorks Prototypes. And this one, I really like it. It's obviously got the plain black cover like a lot of the notebooks. It's a hardcover. Very basic, nothing especially special about it. It's just kind of cardboard. You can decorate that in many different ways. I've got videos showing you how to do really cool covers. It's got the same sort of packaging that the other UberWorks had. Oh, this is very cool. So in this one, they've actually included a discount card. So it says, congratulations, you just won this limited issue discount coupon card valid through 2017. You can use multiple times to purchase any number of UberWorks notebooks at 20% off during the entire 2017. So that is really awesome. Yeah, so it's giving me a discount code for a 20% instant discount. So that is very, very cool. Maybe we'll include that in the actual giveaway that we're doing. So I'll save that. It's got their Dear Customer letter, which they had in the other one. But what I like about this one is it's actually got orange, which is actually really cool. I really like that sort of vibrant orange that they have. Obviously the elastic that closes it is orange. And it's actually, I just really like the black and orange. It's very Halloween-y. The pages themselves, this one is actually a plain journal. So it's not dot grid or grid or lined or anything. It's just plain white paper, which I actually really like. I've been getting more into that sort of journal lately because dot grid and graph paper are really great. Lined is good for its sort of thing. But I kind of like the plain one because then you can sort of draw in it and use it as any sort of notebook that you want. It doesn't have to just be for a bullet journal, but it's just really good for drawing or I started one actually recently, which is for a cookbook where I'm actually creating recipes and then drawing the recipe and painting it in. And this kind of paper that they have in the UberWorks books are really great for, they can carry paint really well, watercolors, or like heavier pens to an extent, not like super heavy, but like some of the pens and markers that I use, they work really well on this sort of paper. So without the dot grid or the graph paper, just having plain paper really works well. And then in the back, again, they've got the accordion pocket and then the table of contents, which I'm still not totally sold on. I like my contents in the front. But I really like how UberWorks has kind of set up their journals. Even if you're not a fan of having it in the back, it's kind of a cool way they've done it. And I like that the edge of the pages are orange, but obviously the inside is white, so that's not any sort of problem. And yeah, so I just really like this. I probably would suggest that even though it has the table of contents in the back with the section and ID and stuff, I don't really like that they have right here where you can write the page number for the contents. I don't like it like that. I'd rather just have either a page number or have it blank so I can number it myself. I don't like the little boxes. That's the only complaint that I have about it, which isn't even a big complaint. So that's the first one. That is the UberWorks Prototypes. So this second one that I want to look at is this one, and this is the Wordsmith. So you can see that it's slightly different. It's got this very high strength elastic on it. It's thicker and stronger than the normal one. You can kind of compare the two right here. And it also comes with a pen loop, which is again, high strength elastic. I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of pen loops. I'd rather kind of make that decision for myself, get an add-on if I need to. But there is a time and a place for it. And I think especially like for students, or if it's a work journal that you're using, having a pen loop there with a pen attached to it so that you never have to go looking for it is probably a good idea. And especially if you're like traveling, having a pen loop can be a really handy thing. Same thing. Oh, so I've got another discount card. I don't know if they all come with them. They may. And then inside on this one is, pardon me. Boop. This one is actually dot grid. So you can kind of see it's larger, a larger dot grid. So let's see how many. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we've got 30 column or 30 rows down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 rows or columns across. The problem that I have with that, because it is a larger grid, a lot of times when you're doing calendar work and you're writing the days of a month down the page, then I like to have at least 31 rows, because then that allows for any month that you want to do just 1 to 31. And usually I like to have a lot more than that, because then I want to put a calendar at the top or a header. So having only 30 rows is kind of a bummer, but again, not everybody does that. And you know, you can always just make them smaller and draw your own. So it's not a big deal. Again, that's pretty much the only complaint I have about this. You can see the cover is plain white. It's a hard cover again. It's kind of got a soft sort of leathery feel, whereas the black one is more hard papery feel. So I kind of really like that. And you can see it's got more pages. It's kind of a thicker one. Well, maybe they're the same. Sorry. No, I think this one is slightly thicker. I'm not sure how many pages it has, because again, they're not written down. I'm sure it says somewhere on the actual cover. Maybe not. But either way, I don't know how many pages it has, but it seems thicker. The paper quality, again, is the same as the rest. Fountain pen appropriate. You can use paints. You can use markers. It's got the ribbon bookmark, which, yeah, the other one has as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one too. I kind of really like the softness of the cover. White is never a great idea if you're someone who likes to use a lot of pens, because your hands get ink on them and then it gets on the cover and it just picks up dirt a lot more easily. So I tend to cover a white cover or draw on it or do something so that it's not so obvious when it gets dirty. And obviously the pages are white as well. And this is actually, whereas those pages were kind of creamy, these ones are more white. Let's see if we can see the difference. Because there is a difference in how things look as well when you're using a white page versus a cream page. Actually, maybe they're quite similar. They're not too far different. This one has a yellowish tint to it, but that might just be the orange reflecting, and it's not a big deal anyway. I like cream colored paper better than white a lot of times, but it just depends on what your preferences are. This elastic is actually really strong. It's tighter. It feels like it's actually going to keep it closed better. So yeah, that is once again, the Wordsmith. So I really like that. This one, I really like this one too. This one is the UberWorks Air. And first of all, how fabulous is this purple color? It's so pretty. It is a soft cover. It feels very, another discount card, so awesome. It feels very soft and leathery. It's got a little bit of texture to it. I don't know how well you can see it, probably not very well. But it's a really nice, it's very flexible and bendable, which I like. Like all of them, it has the owner data inside, and I really like the purple inner cover. Just very pretty. I like having a darker inside cover rather than a white one, because I like to use stickers and things on the inside page, And I think they stand out more when it's a darker background than if it's just plain white. So I really like that. This one is a plain book as well. No grid, no lines, just plain. So again, you have that, the ability to draw or use it for any number of things. Feels thinner than the other one, but not terrible. There's no elastic that comes on this one. There's no pen loop. There is a very pretty ribbon bookmark, which is also purple, a darker purple, which I quite like. And then again, in the back, you have the accordion pocket and the contents. I do wish that UberWorks would offer one with the contents in front, but every manufacturer is different. They all have the way they do things, and that's kind of their signature. So for most people, that wouldn't be an issue. For me, I can't get my head around it. I don't like having to open it to the back to find out where I want to go, but that is my personal preference. I'd be interested to see what other people think. But anyway, that is the UberWorks Air. It is really pretty, really soft, really flexible. Yeah, I could see an art student using it, or even a kid. Like if you have a kid who's interested in bullet journaling or just wants an art notebook or just wants to keep notes of things, that would be a really good one, I think. All right, now we come to the Schneider. Yeah, Schneider. Once again, we have the really high strength elastic, and I kind of like that it's got the black and blue. It's a little bit of a design thing that UberWorks isn't necessarily known for, but I really like that because that gives you just that little bit of glam to it. So instead of having to jazz it up yourself, you just got that little hint of exciting. And same with the pen loop. It's that same black with the blue border. And then on the cover, it's actually got blue stitching, which again, just kind of makes it that little bit special. I think it's nice when you don't get too fancy with the notebooks, but that you still have the ability to make it look, less plain. Another discount card. So I'm assuming they all come with it. So even though it says you won it, I think they all just come with it, which is a win. This paper is dot grid. Again, the same big dot grid. So it's going to be the 30 down and the 19 across. And then inside cover is white, which, is nice because it goes with black and white theme. Black ribbon bookmark, again, kind of thick. This is a hardcover, but it's that soft, plasticky feel cover, whereas the white was more leathery. This one's more plasticky, and then the other black one was more papery. So, yeah, so they all have their different feel, but I like it. It's not particularly bendable and flexible, which is fine because obviously it just, everything depends on your own personal preference. When it comes to notebooks, really, you cannot please everyone all of the time. But I really love that UberWorks has all of these different designs and all of these different kinds of notebooks. So they have something for everyone. They're internal, the pages inside and the way they've set it up aren't any different. Like it's the same throughout every notebook. So it might be nice if they took that into consideration, that they have different setups inside. But again, I don't see that happening. But the fact that they have different covers and different, what are they called? Like the elastic and just different ways of designing them. I really like that. So that is the Schneider. Yeah, that one's really cute. And then I come to the last two I'm really excited about because they're just really cool. I really like things that have texture. And so these last two are both about texture. So the first one, this is the UberWorks Luft, L-U-F-T, Luft. And it's kind of got this sort of sycamore tree texture and design on it. It's red, which obviously sycamore trees are not red, but like the actual design of it is very reminiscent of a sycamore tree. See if you can see that. Yeah. So it's very pretty. It's soft and supple. It's not leathery. It's not papery. It's not plasticky. It's really hard to describe. And it doesn't stand out. Like the design doesn't, it's not texture when you touch it, but it just, the way it looks, I really like it. It comes with just the regular elastic closure, no pen loop. And then, another card. And then the white inside. And this is dot grid, again, larger dot grid. And everything again on the inside is exactly the same with the accordion pocket and contents in the back. So this one is really just all about the cover. It's different. I like that. Like I could see, I would have taken like a plain notebook and covered it with contact paper that was sort of sycamore looking. So this saves me from having to do that. And if you are a fan of red, which I am, you really can't beat it. This is really good. I like this a lot. I like anything that's textured, and it's just a little bit different. You're not going to find everybody having one of these. So I really like that. Even people who have red notebooks, like, I don't know, I just think this is a class all of its own. So I'm really happy with that. And then the last one is this one is fairly special because it's kind of got a little bit of everything going on. So all the best parts from all of these notebooks, this one kind of has. So this one is, this is the Gaya, okay? So the first thing you'll notice is the wood grain pattern, and I really like that. I'm not a fan of like brown wood grain or like really fake looking. I love the grayish kind of khaki color. I really, really like this one. It's got, like I said, all the way around, it's got that wood grain feel. It's got the heavy duty elastic closure and the pen loop to go with it. It kind of goes with it beautifully. The brown color kind of sets off the khaki, and it's a harder cover, so it's more of the cardboardy feel. It's not textured. It's not like wood textured when you touch it, but it looks it. And I really like that. Like I could see this as like in a kid's tree house as their, personal notebook where they keep their notes about the neighborhood. But I can also just see it like sitting here on my desk and being my everyday go-to notebook. Inside, this one is actually another card. This one is actually lined. So it's not dot grid or anything. It's actually lined like a proper notebook, which is another reason why I think, which is another reason why I think it works better for children. It's less of a bullet journal. Most people that I know of do not use lined notebooks for bullet journaling. It does make it a little hard to do so if you want to design your own. If you're just making lists, that's different. But if you're actually wanting to get into proper like artistic sorts of journaling, lined isn't necessarily the right one for you. But for many, many different reasons, lined can be really fantastic. If, like for me, I have two different bullet journals that I use now. One is my more fancy, doing calendars and drawings and setting up my year and kind of an overview of things. But my normal day-to-day one is literally a color-coded list of all the things I have to do each day. And that is perfect for this because a lined notebook is just perfect for lists. But at the end of the day, again, everything else is the same as normal. I can't stress enough that the quality of the paper in these notebooks is really good. Again, go watch the other video that I did where I reviewed it because I did a really in-depth pen test, and I think you would be very pleasantly surprised. If you haven't tried one of these notebooks, they're not talked about a lot. I'm in the Bullet Journal Junkies community on Facebook. I've seen them. I'm in lots of bullet journal communities, in fact. And nobody seems to be talking about UberWorks. Like you hear about Luchterm and Nuna and Scribbles That Matter, all of which I've also reviewed, and they're all fantastic in their own ways. But UberWorks is really like not well known yet. And I don't know why, because they have a really fantastic selection that I think anyone who's serious about bullet journaling or journaling in general, or just wants, a good quality notebook, you cannot do better than to check out UberWorks. They are fantastic. And for the price, you really can't beat it. So I highly suggest you get over to Amazon and look them up because you will not be disappointed. And furthermore, you won't be disappointed because in the next 2 days, that's this weekend, I will be launching the big, huge giveaway, and these notebooks are going to be part of it. So I am super stoked. I don't want to give them away. I love them, but I really feel like I need to introduce them to more people. So I'm going to be giving at least some of these away. I might keep one. And along with a bunch of other stuff, just to give you a sneak peek, I'm going to be giving away an Amazon gift card. I'm going to be giving away a Michaels gift card. I'm going to be giving away some notebooks, some pen sets, some really good pen sets, some washi tape. It's going to be huge. You will have to tune in and wait and see because you are going to be blown away. For the moment, I am going to sign off. I hope you guys will all check out the blog. It's heykatie.net, and you can find me across social media, Hey Katie Blog. So yeah, Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. Tell me how excited you are about the giveaway, and watch out for details because they are coming soon. I'll see you guys later. Bye.